everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another coffee break with E video. This time it's going to be a dedicated review on a new Nespresso pod. I am so excited when I saw that this was going to release. I believe I saw this pod on TikTok back in February, and I was trying to figure out when it was coming out, and then I got an email saying that like members could go to the store and pick it up early. I think anyone who has an espresso machine could go there and buy it. It was already in stores, but it didn't go live on the Nespresso website until I would say like the first week of March. So I'm so excited. Of course, there's a police car, so let's just wait. Okay, so this is the Maple Pecan pod, and this is strictly for the Vertuo machine. So if you're not familiar with the Nespresso machines, this big one right here is the Vertuo machine, and the one right next to it is the original line. So these pods are only for the Vertuo machines. So the packaging is so pretty. I'm actually surprised that they released this now. I figured that this would be more of like a fall time drink, but nonetheless, I'm still really excited. I personally like to drink my coffee black, so when I saw that they were coming out with a new flavored pod, I was super excited. So this is what the pod looks like, really cute. It has 3 little maple flowers on there in different shades of orange, and this is a 7.77 fluid ounce pod. So it's basically going to give you a full cup of coffee. So I'm just gonna read you guys the notes on this. This is a limited edition coffee that combines a delicious maple pecan flavor and a bed of balanced cereal-like coffee base. You can enjoy it hot with a dash of milk or splashed over ice. So I am really excited to try this. Like I said, the pod is super cute. So I have a freshly brewed cup here, and this is the Nespresso cups. I think this is the 10-ounce size. Just be careful if you are brewing this in a smaller cup. I did try to brew this in a 9-ounce fluid cup, but with the crema being so high, it actually overflowed. So I would recommend brewing it in a larger cup, but I really like the 7.7 fluid ounces because you get a full cup of coffee. These I feel like aren't the best to brew over ice. Like it's gonna water down the ice a lot. So I would recommend just brewing this and maybe sticking it in the fridge to cool down, or have just a cup of ice and pour it on top of it slowly. So let's give this a taste. Okay, so first impressions, when I first smell it, it kind of smells like hazelnut. Like it's very nutty, and I do get a little bit of caramel. It's nice and warm. I really like how this tastes hot, and it has like a kind of buttery ending note, if that makes sense. So very nutty. I definitely get the pecan. I think that's what the nuttiness is. I don't get too much maple syrup. I think it's more caramel, if that makes sense to me, but it does taste really nice on its own. It doesn't have a sharp acidity taste afterwards, and I think if you were trying to get into black coffee, I feel like this is a really great starter because you do have a little bit of sweetness. It's not as bold, and I feel like the flavors blend really nicely together. I've had some hit and misses with the Nespresso flavor pods, like for example, before they reformulated chocolate fudge, that tasted like straight up Vaseline. And the gingerbread one, I just feel like they have a very strong kind of artificial aftertaste, and this just tastes really nice. I feel like it's very well balanced. So I do have some ice. I'm going to pour some black coffee over the ice to see how it tastes. Let's give it a cute little stir. Okay, to be honest, with it iced, I lose a lot of that nutty kind of pecan taste. It tastes very watered down to me. I actually don't get any of the sweetness, so I don't think this is a coffee that I would pour right over ice. I think I would leave this in the freezer to get cold first, because I think that the water mixed with the coffee, like the ice water, it definitely waters down the flavor a lot, and I do not get any of that good flavor that I was trying before. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a miss for me iced. At least poured straight over ice, this is gonna be a miss for me. Okay, now we're gonna try it with a little bit of milk. I did steam some milk, so we're just gonna do a dash, kind of mix that up together. When I smell it with the milk in there, I actually smell the sweetness more. It doesn't smell as nutty. It definitely smells more sweet, kind of like caramel, like ambery. This milk really balances out the sweetness. It's definitely, I think it pairs really nicely. It makes it creamy almost. Wow, that's actually really good. The milk goes really nicely with the pecan. And I'm curious to see how it tastes sweet, and so I'm gonna do a dash of this Monin sugar-free vanilla. That was actually more than a dash. The sugar-free Monin syrup. Oh my god. Wow, the vanilla actually tastes so good with this. I'm very curious to see what the caramel would taste like. Wow, this gives me like fall vibes. Like, picture you like sitting on the porch. It's like a crisp fall morning with your hot coffee and your house. You have like kind of like cinnamon candles lit in your house. That's just the feeling that I get from this. This tastes so good. This would be such a nice latte. Like, oh my god, I really wish that they would have released this pod in the original line, because I feel like this probably would be my new obsession. I also feel like then it would taste a lot better iced because the pod would be more concentrated. But guys, this tastes so good. I do think that it definitely tastes sweeter. I don't get as much nuttiness. This pod to begin with isn't bitter, but with the milk and the right amount of sweetener, it's like perfect. It's so well balanced. It's just so amazing. So I think I would give this pod probably a 9 out of 10. I think it's so good. Actually, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I would have given it a 10 or a 9 out of 10 if it went well just ice, like brewed right over ice. Pods that I think do well are the iced coconut one. That one brews beautifully over ice. The flavor doesn't get watered down, but this one I do feel like the flavor kind of gets watered down over ice. But I would highly recommend this. So yeah, that is my review on the Maple Pecan Nespresso Pod. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more dedicated Nespresso Pod reviews. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye! 언제나 함께 있었음 해 모든 게 다 통하니까 Feels like daydreaming 너와 있을 땐 난